as you can see, I'm surrounded by plush. Not only that, but the new Twisted Ones plush. Oh, yes. Oh man, we've been waiting for the release of these plushies for a very long time, ever since Toy Fair. And now they're out. And thankfully, we've been one of the first people to actually review these things, thanks to a website called entertainmentearth.com, where you can actually pre-order them at great prices. So make sure you check them out, because they hooked our channel up with these awesome plushies. As you can see, there's 6 new plushies that they've added to our current line of plush, which, I'm right here, oh yeah! So now we have a whole army of plush to add, with the Twisted Ones, yes! Alright, the first plushie we're gonna look at is good old Twisted Freddy. Oh man, and yep, that looks super twisted, because if we compare it to the original Freddy, we see that we've come a long way. Oh man, so just look how twisted this guy is. And the one thing that looks awesome is that his mouth is open and there's no fangs coming out of it. Ooh, sharp. And just look at those beady little eyes. Gotta love that. And look, all the eyes are sewn into the plushie. Oh, that's cool. Looks like they're continuing the trend of how they did the eyes in the sister location plushies. Ah, cool. I kinda like that. But check this out. Of course, a good old Twisted Freddy has a hole in his chest. They actually put it right there. And as you know, good old Twisted Freddy has all the boils all over his body. And this plushie, yep, has the same kind of boils, but these boils are actually printed onto the body. Oh man, they're behind his ear, on his arm, yep, they're all over, and it looks super awesome. And of course, we've got to look at this hang tag too, because this is equally impressive. Just look at that logo. Ooh, Twisted Ones, collectible plush. Bunch of gobbledygook inside, but you get the point. Good old Twisted Ones. Now, if we take a look at these Twisted Freddys side by side, we see that they did a good job at adapting this guy into plush form. I mean, I don't think you could have did a better job. So Funko, hats off to you, because this plushie is impressive. All right, next up is good old Twisted Bonnie, and man, compared to the original Bonnie, oh man, this guy looks super twisted.
Boy, I'll say, what happened to you? I got thrown into a paper shredder. Oh, that makes sense. A paper shredder? Ah!
Now, the cool thing about Twisted Bonnie is, well, he's the one that's on the cover of the Twisted Ones book. So, of course, this one has to be top-notch, because he's the main guy in the book. Ha! Alright, so let's see how this Bonnie stacks up. Well, at first glance, yep, this looks pretty cool. We've got the red beady eyes, we got the floppy ears, and of course, we've got all these parts that we can see to his animatronic body. Oh, cool. Yep, all the way around, this one is a really solid figure. Ha! Of course, the only thing I wish they could have improved on is the jawline, because as with the pop figure, if you remember, the jawline is kind of hinged open and closed. With the plushie, well, we don't see too much of that. In fact, if we look at the Twisted Freddy, I like the fangs coming out of his mouth. With Twisted Bonnie, well, we don't get any of that, just these little teeth way down here that you need to see with a microscope. Oh, well. Alright kids, well if you like the newcomer of the Twisted Wolf, you're gonna love this plushie because there he is! Ah, cool! And this one looks a little bit fluffier and cuter than the Twisted Pop version of the Twisted Wolf. And rightly so, because this is a pretty cute plushie that you'll probably want to put in your bed to sleep by. And you can't be looking that creepy if you're gonna do that. But just look at this cool plush. Oh man, he's so fluffy all over the place. You gotta love that. We've got fluff here, fluff there, fluff on the back. Ooh, also cuddly and fluffy. Hey, stop saying I'm so cuddly. I'm supposed to be twisted. Oh, you're right, Twisted Wolf. My mistake. But the cool thing I love about this plushie is his snout, because, well, there's teeth attached, and this looks great if you're trying to eat somebody. Rub, 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 rub. Oh, cool, look at that. We've even got blue coming out of his arm. Oh, that's cool and different. Gotta love that. Must be, what this is supposed to be. We don't see too much of that on his body, except for that, but, oh well, this is still a solid looking plush, even though it doesn't look exactly like its pop counterpart. Yep, too bad. I'm cuter. Wait a minute, you didn't say that. Sure did. Now get out of here. Because I'm the cutest. Alright, next up is going to be old Twisted Chica, and if you have the pop version of this guy, oh man, you see that they're going to have a tall hill to climb if they're going to adapt this guy into a plush form, and well, they actually did it. There we have the old Twisted Chica, gotta love that, with the old purple eyes, and of course, you know she has the old mouth in the chest. So there it is, ooh, cool. And of course, one of the creepiest features of Twisted Chica is Mr. Cupcake being smashed into the side of her head. Ugh, gross. And if you're wondering what it looks like on the plush form, well, oh, there it is! It's not stitched in, but nope, it's the next best thing. It's printed onto the fabric itself. Oh, neat. Oh, check that out. There's even a flame coming off the plush. Oh, that's kind of cool. And of course, we get the fangs here. Yep, all the way around, this is another solid looking plush. Gotta love that. Alright, well, if you've read the Twisted Ones book, you'll know that the main character, Charlie, has her own set of toys that are based in the Five Nights at Freddy's world. And one of those toys is, the cute old lovable Theodore. Oh, and this plushie looks awesome. This plushie kind of looks like Bonnie, but not quite. And that's refreshing because, well, Theodore is supposed to be his own little bunny rabbit. And we've got the cute little bow tie. That's awesome. We've got the rosy cheeks. And look at this. We've even got that springy thing that's supposed to come out of his ear socket. Ha! Gotta love that attention to detail because it's on the regular figure. So, of course, they're gonna have to include it on the plushie. And if not, I'd be like, hey, wait a minute. Where's all the animatronic stuff on his ear? Yeah, so I'm glad they included it. And of course, I really like this, where they put the stitching all over his arms to simulate, well, how his arms look in his figure too. So, just another attention to detail that I just really love. Alright, so when we were at Toy Fair, the last plushie they had on display was good old Stanley the Horse. And I thought, oh cool, Stanley the Horse is a plushie? Oh, that's gonna be awesome to unbox. But when we got our box of plushies, wait a minute, there's no Stanley to be found in here, so I guess it's gonna be an exclusive somewhere. Oh man, it's probably gonna be a Hot Topic or GameStop or something like that. Ah, poop. But what we did get in place of Stanley is Twisted Foxy! Oh my gosh, they didn't even have him at Toy Fair. What's going on here? Ha! Alright, so here we have Twisted Foxy, the unannounced super cool character. Oh, this is great. Huh. Man, they pulled a real switcheroo on us. Now, if you remember the pop vinyl figure of Twisted Foxy, well, this one looks creepy because he's got like 80 rows of teeth and he's coming out of that dirt pile there. When it comes to the plushie, well, we see that, yep, they tried to simulate the 80 rows of teeth here as best they could. Of course, you can't really have him coming out of that pile of dirt, so they just built the bottom of his body the best they could. Wow, they did an amazing job on this if you ask me. And look, they've even retained the dirt stains on the bottom half of his body, so you gotta love that. But as for this plush himself, you just gotta love it because of those big old red beady eyes, you've got the cool nose and the ears. Oh man, I just love this plushie. The only thing they didn't include was all the boils on the back of this guy. Nope, no boils. But of course everybody loves Foxy, so of course you have to make them all cute and lovable. And having no boils means cute and lovable. Ha! So nope, you don't want to make this plushie too creepy looking, or you'll disappoint hardcore Foxy fans like Zombie Steve here. Oh yes, Foxy is so cute, he's mine! Zombie Steve! I'm supposed to review that. Oh, that's Zombie Steve. Well, it's a good thing this case comes with two Foxies. Alright, so the last plushie we have is good old Stanley the Horse. You know what? I thought this guy was going to be an exclusive because, well, I couldn't find him anywhere. But now we do have him, and he's part of this review. Alright, awesome. And now that we have him, well, I can say he's probably one of the weakest characters in the bunch because, well, these plushies look great, and this one, could use a little work. I mean, right off the bat, the one thing I don't like about this plushie is look how much taller he is compared to the other characters. Oh man, I wish he was just a little bit shorter, maybe about that height. That would be great. But other than that, I mean, this character looks great. He's got the cool, colorful mane down his back. He's got the wheels on his side. That looks cool. And that big old grin. Oh man, that looks menacing. Ooh, crazy. But other than that, yep, this is a pretty cool looking plushie. I think he's just a little bit too big. Wish he was a little bit smaller because he's almost the same height as Bonnie here. Weird. Alright, so if you're wondering what my favorite plush is out of this set, oh man, that's gonna be a hard one to answer. Well, I think it's gonna have to be Twisted Foxy because, well, I didn't know they were gonna make him. And seeing him was a total surprise and shock to me. And of course, I just love how his body is half stained with dirt. And of course, my second favorite has to be old Twisted Wolf here because, well, he's so fuzzy. I gotta love that. Just don't get your finger near his mouth or... Oh, he's gonna bite it! Oh, you stupid wolf! And of course, my third favorite is, well, I do like Theodore, but of course, I'm gonna have to say it's Twisted Chica, just because she's so twisted looking. Just look at all the mouths over her body. Man, that looks just so cool. And then, okay, of course, I'm just gonna have to say Theodore is my fourth favorite because, well, you gotta like Theodore because he's so cute and innocent. Followed by Freddy, then Bonnie, then Stanley the Horse because I think they could have did a better job on him. But, well, they're all still cool anyway. Alright kids, well there they are, the entire set of the Twisted Ones plushies, available now at stores everywhere.